Alright, this is a tutorial video on how to create a points eclipse. Now, I'm definitely not the best in the business at this. I don't know if there's any more glitches left to figure out, but on certain tracks I keep getting beat. Maybe I'm just getting outdriven. I don't know. But I'll give you guys the basic setup and basic idea for how to get an Eclipse points car. You see all the Eclipses on the leaderboard, racking up a whole shitload of points. This is basically it. Alright, so the idea behind it is I usually run a stage 3 motor, stage 4 drivetrain, a stage 3 or 4 force induction, depending on the track that you're at. You might want to go with faster tracks, maybe with the stage 4, but I don't know, I'll just keep it at, well, fuck it, we'll put on a stage 4. We'll run that. Suspension, stage 4. Slower tracks, you might want to do a stage 2 suspension, it turns a little better. The brake package, I run a stock brake package. Tire package. Now, here's one of the glitches with the Eclipse. For starters, when you tune it, you put a stage 3 tire package and deflate both front and rear tires. It will give you more grip. When you do that, you go back to the custom upgrade screen and put on stock tires. It will give you a lot better handling, and it won't wash out on corners. Stage 4 nitrous. Here's one thing that will get you better grip and more points. The Autosculpt. I live by this. I basically always use Autosculpt other than drag racing. Yeah, these values should usually be at 100%. I don't know, I left that one at 50. Doesn't matter. Another thing is the hood. If you put on an upgradable hood, you will not get as many points, although it will go faster, but it doesn't affect it that much. So leave either the stock hood, or I like the look of the carbon fiber, so I leave that one. Same with the spoiler. You will go slower if you have a spoiler. So use stock spoiler. No roof scoops, and with the roll cage, just put the full roll cage in. And here we go to the tuning setup. Front soft, rear stiff. Until we get to the ride height, depending on the tracks. If you do a lot of mowing through the grass, you might want to put it a little higher. I usually tend to keep it low. Front roll bar. This should be the other way around. Front soft, rear stiff. Toe, negative, camber, negative, caster, positive, and steering response is stiff. Now here's another one of the glitches. First of all, let me go through the gearing. Gearing differs from track to track. Shorter tracks, obviously, you want to shorten the gear ratio. Longer tracks, you want to lengthen them. So let's go to the cam timing and all this other jazz. So before you go on a race day, advance your cam timing. It'll lose 1 horsepower, and lower your start and end boost. Put stock tires on. Yeah. Okay. Now you save it. Now we have our car and it's ready to go. Go to a career race. Let's do... we'll do the Autobahn. So we go to our car. If I can find it. There we go. Now the first thing I do, the boost levels are lowered. So the car is going to register. The car actually has upwards of 400 horsepower. But if I go to view cars, it's only reading as 368 horsepower. Now the one thing that I do, once you go into the race day, first thing that you do is go into practice mode. And in practice mode, you press the start button, go to car tuning, and go in, retard your cam timing to give you more torque, and raise your start and end boost. Now we quit out. Now what that does is the car's actually got a lot more horsepower, but the game still reads your car as having low horsepower and torque, which will give you more points in that, because the game rewards you for using a car with less horsepower to do fast times. Now another glitch that most people don't know, and probably a lot of people are going to be upset that I'm sharing, but I don't give a fuck, because there's a lot of good race car drivers out there, but most people don't know these glitches. And I don't mind sharing them because I figured it out by myself. So what you do is, first of all, you damage your car. Second of all, you tuck in behind one of the fast guys on a straightaway and you try to draft them. Anybody who's ever played this game enough knows that when you tuck in behind a car, it drafts and it goes faster. So we're going to try to wait for a straightaway here. This one up the hill. And we're going to try to draft behind this guy. Ah, I missed him. Now we're going to have to wait for the next straightaway. So it's actually a lot easier to do it in this part before the tunnels. Try to chase him down, get behind him, and draft him as far as you can get, or as fast as you can go. When we get up to speed, we pause the game. See how we're tucked in right behind that guy? Going at a high rate of speed, we quit the game. That round at least. And now the game thinks that you're drafting all the time, so it reduces all the drag and also increases your downforce or your handling capabilities of your Eclipse. So now we go to another race day, or we can go to the same one, doesn't matter. And the car is actually going to feel like it has a shitload more horsepower. Plus the game's registering that you went in with low horsepower, which was the original, I think, 368 horses. But really it's supposed to have almost 500. And you have added traction. Now all you got to do is try to drive the track as hard and as fast as possible. And even if you damage your car, you'll still get the extra 500 bonus points. As if your car is not damaged. So it's a 3-lap race. Let's see what we can do here. Up over the curve. It's not going to be exactly the best time, but it's going to be alright. As long as I don't destroy the car. Going into this corner, I brake a little bit, but most of the braking is through downshifting. Now here comes the tricky part, trying to avoid these douchebags around this corner. I hit one of them. That's alright. Not exactly the best lap. It was okay. 139. Usually, I mean, I usually run 136, 135 for the whole race. But we posted a score. It's actually pretty good. We'll check the leaderboard in a sec and see where it goes. So that was one run. Obviously, this video is continuous. It's over 11 minutes now. So I'm just kind of winging this whole thing. See how we did on the leaderboard. Alright, so we go, let me first check. Yeah, my highest score is 15,740. So not too bad. It's pretty close. So we'll see how we did. Well, we destroyed the daily score. Destroyed the weekly. And after the monthly posts, we destroyed that. And there's one of the MR boys. They're top of the class, but they still can't catch me on this track. Maybe after they see this video, it'll happen. Anyways, that's it. That is your Eclipse points car. Tuning, number one, tuning changes from track to track. Number two, going with low boost. Number three, stock tires. Raise your boost once you go into practice mode. Damage your car. Draft behind somebody at high speed. Pause the game. Back out, go back in, and do your race day again. And you'll notice that your car is a lot faster, and you will kill in the points department. The rest is down to your driving. So, good luck.